Should you invest in emerging market index fund or should you put money somewhere else? The index fund that I'm going to talk today is Vanguard Emerging Market Stock Index Fund Admiral Share. The symbol for this fund is VEMAX. So should you invest into this index fund or should you take it money and put somewhere else more suitable for you? This index fund with minimum investment is $3,000, and this fund is offer a low cost way to gain equity exposure to emerging market. So this fund invested into a variety of company around the world, and those company including Alibaba and some of the company in Taiwan or Brazil, and they holding many other company. The top large holding company, as I mentioned before, is Alibaba, Tencent Holding, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, Meituan Diapin, Reliance Industry Limited, and many more of the foreign company. This portfolio composition for this fund is 97.70% is emerging market and 0.30% Europe in Europe and 2% is other. And the fund total net assets is $87.9 billion. The number of stock that they track is 5,000 stock that they're tracking. So the net holding of the largest company is 27% of the net holding. So why I am saying you need to consider first before you investing into this emerging market index fund, because right now it's the pandemic corona virus crisis. This emerging market tend to do a little bit worse than any other index fund because most of this investment is in the company outside the U.S. The expense ratio for this fund is 0.14%, and the performance of this fund have been a little bit not good. So as you can see right here, in 1 year they did perform very well, but the actual money that I earned from the money that I invested 5 years ago, I did not earn that much money. But I still continue to hold as of today. The current price is $35.85 per share, and this is the price, the 52-week range. The lowest is $25 and the highest is $38. So it is $12 difference between the two ranges. Let me look at the portfolio management. Portfolio management, as I mentioned before, this is a medium market cap, $25 billion, and with the return of equity is 16%, and earning growth rate is 14%, and foreign holders, almost 100% is a foreign holder, and that means a whole variety of company outside United States, almost 100%. And turnover rate is 8.9%, so it's not too high, it's still less than 10%. Now let's look at the benchmark, almost similar. So they have the benchmark compared to the benchmark, we are actually 1 billion or higher. And the percentage of the return on equity have the same number. And this is the company that have been holding by the index fund, emerging market. And this is the country that those company, that this index fund is tracking all those company, the 5,000 stock in this country, okay? So we have, let's just tell the name of the company: China, Taiwan, India, Brazil, South Africa, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Malaysia, Mexico, Indonesia, Philippines, Qatar, Chile, Kuwait, Turkey, United Emirates, other Colombia, Greece, Hungary, Czech Republic, Egypt, Pakistan. So they have been tracking all these country, the company win this country. But as you can see, the percentage of each individual country is also different. So the largest holding of this emerging market is in China. Right now, America and China is not doing very well in trading. They have a trading war. So that's why the emerging market stock index fund is do the worst. So this is another reason. Be careful before you're investing into this emerging market stock index fund. because since we have a trade war with China and most of the emerging market stock is capturing the company within China, this fund does not do very well. Since I have been investing to this fund 5 years ago, so I continue to hold it. So let's see how much do I earn already. Before we do that, let me just do the fee and minimum. So the fee compared to the average of the same similar fund for a 10-year with the $10,000 invested, the fee will cost me $329. Okay. And now let's look at the average expense ratio with similar fund. So this index fund only 0.14. The average of a similar fund that you probably have to pay if you don't have this index fund, but you purchase some other fund is 1.32%. So the expense ratio for this fund is very low. However, it is very high risk. The risk of it is, I believe, is level 5. Level 5 is a high risk. And the higher risk you have, the higher return. But in this case, no, because right now China and United States have a trade war. So most of the time you don't earn anything. You put money in there and you expect it to have a gain. You won't see anytime soon, which means you trap your money inside this fund for now. Now look at the money that I have been holding in this company, not company, I'm sorry, in this index fund, and see how much did I have earned. Okay, Vanguard just locked me out. Let me lock back in first. This is the current balance I have. It's $10,000 in this account, and I have 290 share. The current price is 35.85 cents per share. And as of today, I still have the same amount of money that I have with the last 5 years. It's $10,000. Of course, I earned $400 of this index fund. I do receive a dividend every 3 months. So from $12, this $12 during the coronavirus crisis hit. So it was on March 23rd. The dividend pay was very low, it was only $12. And then prior to that, on December 2019, I got the higher pay of dividend. It's $130. Then after the coronavirus recover in June 2020, I received $40 dividend pay. And now it seems like it's recouping the dividend pay. And September 21st, 2020, the dividend paid to me with the 290 share that I currently have, I receive $100. So $10,000 I invested, I earned $100. The last dividend pay was September 21st, 2020. This is the fund average annual return, and the Vanguard Emerging Market Index Fund, 1 year compared to benchmark, it's 13%. 3 year, the annual return is 2.8%. The benchmark is 2.91%. 5 year, annual return is 5%, and benchmark is 7%. I mean 7.84%, and then the benchmark is 7.85%. 10 year is 3.5%. The benchmark is 3.6%. This fund had been created since 2006, and the average annual return since 2006 so far is 5%. Okay, compared to the benchmark, it's just almost similar. I have owned this for a while, so let me show you what actually I have been getting paid from the dividend invested into this Vanguard Emerging Market Stock Index Fund. So 5 years ago, which is July 20, 2018, I invested $10,000, and I purchased 283 share, 200 to be exact, 283.8490 share at $35.23 per share. This is 10 years ago, okay? And then I continue to receive dividend. I start to receive dividend after that. So on the same year, on September 2018, I received $112 for my $10,000 that I'm invested. So every 3 months, they will pay those dividend. And then December 2018, $59. And then all this money from the dividend, they are vary because it depends on the stock market of those company in different country. The more stock going up, then I will earn more dividend. As you can see, the last one, the highest I earned was $130 in 2019, December 2019. So that time, a lot of account that I own have gained 21 to 30%. And then after that, it started crashing down. Now, should you invest into this emerging market index fund or any emerging market index fund? I would say you should if those fund is not just belong to China, okay? It also can be American company invested into the other country, but having American company in there. Because I would believe that if you invested with an American company, then you will do better in this pandemic. And also we have a trade war with China, then all of the company have been affected. All the foreigner company also have been affected. That is making the emerging market stock index fund did not have any better return. So remember, try not to invest into any index fund that have a foreign investment in there. Okay, so this one have like almost 40 or 50% invested into the Chinese company. Now, do I need to take the money out so I won't lose more money? At this time, I don't, because I have not lost any money. I actually still gain, but from a $10,000, I earn only $400. Okay, and I continue to earn the dividend. So this is important. Okay, for example, for the last 5 years, I have earned, let's say, $2,000. Now 5 years later, since the trade war happening with China conflict, and then we calling Chinese bringing the virus, now everybody afraid investing into a Chinese company. But this stock, I mean this emerging market stock index fund, is tracking all those Chinese company and other company around the world, not only in China. So other 50% is in different country, in Africa, in Thailand, and many other countries. So I believe this emerging market continue to go up. That's why I still continue to put my money there. But I would not recommend anybody put the money in this right now, because you will lose money and you will trap your money for a long time. And the money will still continue to work super harder and earn less for you. But if you invest it into American company, those money will actually earn and work not so hard, but earn have a higher return than their emerging market index fund. Okay, so invest into the index fund that is having the portfolio with an American company. For example, Vanguard, S&P 500. Those are the index fund that is tracking American company stock. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and like, and please comment below. Have a good day.